Everybody feeling tonight, man? It's the Trump Hour. We back with y'all one more time. Uh, just touch on a few things, man. Again, like and share the video. If you want to join, let me know in the comment section. I can send you a link. You come on and tell us how you feel about everything. We obviously on this one. It's a hot topic. It's a hot topic in the news today. You know what I'm saying? And we want to throw that one out there to get okay, we got Zeke coming in. I'm gonna punch him right on in. Punch you right on in.
Peace. What's poppin'?
How you feeling, my guy?
Pretty good, family. How you?
Oh man, it's another day, man. Another day, man. I really just kicked off. I was letting the picture rock, trying to build a little momentum.
Yeah, I feel it. So yeah. how the past 7 days been for you since the last Trump hour, bro?
It went, man. You know, it went much like the other ones do. Yeah. Got some things done. That's the most important part. How about yourself?
Man, same thing. You know, still getting after it. And trying to contemplate the future moves. What we got going. We're gonna be having some events coming up. So be on the lookout for some events. The month of April is gonna be jumping, but I'm just ready to get things popping off, man. I'm glad to be back on the Trump Hour.
Glad to have you back, man. Glad to have you back.
Let me get on here, man. Let me share up and stuff like that.
Oh, no doubt.
Send me the link real quick. Wait, no, you already sent it to me. No.
Got it. Let's just go to your
Facebook. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah. I be meaning to tag people,
man.
I'm
gonna go to that right now, man. Make sure we get some folks in here. Let them know what we got going on.
That's what's up, man. We yeah, man, just kicking it off, really. I was just inviting people, welcoming anybody who want to come on and get their opinion We had that I got that picture up there.
Yeah. You already know what is going.
Yeah, that was hot, man, in the news. So I figure that's something everybody might want to touch on. I have I got an opinion. I know you had an opinion.
Yeah. I made a video on it. I made a little video on it.
You made a little video. I ain't catch that one, man. I need to catch that. What's your stance on it, man? Let me know where you at with that.
Well, so I'm just go down on when I first saw the picture or whatever and whatnot. My first reaction, I mean, it's just something that I'm not shocked. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shocked at it, man. I mean, we all know what goes on. It's all in our face every day. You know, it's racism. Race is a topic of discussion 98% of the time when you want to have an intellectual conversation with somebody. I mean, maybe not 98, but it's high. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to have a good conversation. I mean, with anybody, you can have a conversation with white people. If they really want to chop it up, it might be about race. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, everything it's all in our face. So when I first saw it, I'm like, all right, of course. But it was the backlash that really caught my attention because I mean, these companies, we all know, man. A lot of these companies are racist, you know, or they don't want people of color buying their products. So I wasn't really shocked. It was the backlash from specifically like the black community. Just like boycotting H&M. I mean, I understand it. The whole, the concept of the shirt, the little boy, the dark skinned boy, the concept was distasteful. And what I'm throwing it away to is them not having people of the culture in those positions where they putting these ads out. It's a bunch of people, a bunch of older white people, or people that aren't in tune, or pushing stereotypes, or of racial issues. So I mean, we could put it down like, it's racist, and we could boycott H&M, and we could do all that. But that was a lot of what I was hearing. My thing, and my thing was like, if he had to get approved to do that, and obviously he's not an adult, so therefore his parents had to sign for that, and they weren't making a rage, because if this was to happen, I would think that the parents would be the one maybe an outrage or something. So I mean, if anything, people should be looking at the parents. We all know about all these companies. We know about the racial issue in America. We know about this.
Yeah, you're going in and out, Zeke.
Can you hear me now?
All right, Zeke, get back right, man. Anybody watching, man, at the moment, go ahead, man. Feel free to leave a comment, man, like and share.
What I'm sounding like now, I'm good.
Me personally, I like where he was going with it, as far as the parents being involved. Man, when I first saw the hoodie.
Can you hear me?
I wouldn't have did it if it was my kid. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have. If it meant being in the commercial, so be it. I would not have allowed. I would not have allowed my son to be in that ad wearing that shirt, man. I think that's some bullshit. And like he was saying, it got okayed. Even for it to get okayed, like, it's impossible. No, you dropped out, Zeke. Try to come back in. Try to come back in, man. I'll punch you back in. But yeah, it definitely got okayed, man. The whole entire thing, from the top to the bottom, from them choosing to put a dark skinned kid in the shirt in the first place. And I mean, you got to think that they knew that there was going to be some backlash, man, from that shirt. You gotta believe. I believe that there's somebody at the top knew that it was gonna be some backlash, man, because it's not a good look.
Can you hear me now, bro?
Yeah, I hear you.
Are we good?
Yeah, we right back, man. I picked right up where you was at, man. You was I think you was saying something about the parents.
Okay. So yeah. So the parents were the ones that approved of it. So I mean, I feel like if anybody should be getting, I mean, you do. I mean, of course, you boycott H&M, or you do whatever you want to do, however you feel. Honestly, myself, I shop at H&M. I've shopped at H&M plenty of times, and I don't really think I'm going to really stop. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I mean, let me present me something, but we're gonna go into that aspect later on down the line, or later on. But the parents, they don't want to approve that. Nobody really mentioned the parents like at first. They just was right on top of just pointing the finger. And it's like, I mean, if the parents ain't really upset with it, what can we really do? If people's parents are letting them do that, it's going to happen. And obviously, I think I heard you say like somebody in the higher ups knew that it would be backlash. And I'm pretty sure they did too. But guess what? In that business, any publicity is good publicity.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we're gonna boycott them, and that's not gonna do anything anyway. Their business, they're still multi-million-dollar business, maybe $1 billion, and they honestly don't need the black dollar. That company specifically does not need the black dollar to flourish. But so that's my take on the whole H&M thing. But it's like I feel like it's just a lot of people want to jump on a bandwagon of righteousness and shit like that, fake outrage, because it's all internet to me. I feel like I don't see y'all not really boycotting shit. Y'all still go to these other places, these other companies, and y'all spend money with them, but you want to complain. So it's like we so hypocritical, and I just feel like it's all Twitter finger type shit. Like everybody want to just hop on the internet and make their point, and I just don't really see people out here advocating for black businesses and stuff like that. If it was a black business that did that, would it be outraged still?
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. It's two sides to the coin. Even though it was fucked up, they shouldn't have done it, and mugs should boycott it if that's how they. But it's like you got to realize, like doing that, what's that gonna do? Well, what are you really doing? I mean, if you don't like the hoodie, don't go buy the hoodie. That's exactly how I feel. If you don't like that shit, then don't go buy it. Ain't nobody telling you gotta buy shit. They pushing all types of fucked up stuff. They pushing all type of fucked up stuff in the media. By homosexuality. I'm not saying homosexuality is fucked up, because I don't want people to think like I hate homosexual people. But they pushing things that they pushing all type of stuff, and people bashing all different type of races, transgenders, and all of that. So what we standing up for real? I think we need to everybody need to carry that same energy throughout life and not just on the internet.
I feel you, man. I think it's some bullshit. But it's for that in particular, the blame has to be placed. If it wasn't those parents, I'm guessing they would have found some parents that took the money. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if they was cool with it, then I guess it is what it is. Like me personally, it wouldn't have been my child. I wouldn't have let my child wear that shirt.
Nah, me neither. Hell no.
That's, you know what I mean. For we got Sharita. What Sharita Charlton. I appreciate you for tuning in. She say that was some money hungry parents. Basically, that's what I was saying. That's definitely.
She came on. She made a statement. She said y'all tripping. This is I ain't tripping. So I mean, at the end of the
mother
day,
said. I didn't see that statement.
She did. She had a video. She made a video with the little boy, and she was like, "Y'all tripping. We got that check, and we good. Ain't nobody tripping." That's what she said. So at the end of the day, it's like, what can we do? How are we gonna be mad for somebody else? They ain't even they wanted their kid in that shit. So sometimes we just gotta mind our own business. I mean, when it comes to certain, like, you guys got something, just mind your damn business.
At the end of the day, that's what, like, it's not worth getting all up in arms about. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where that shame feel it got to do with what I wanted to touch on later, man. But that's a huge part of it. It's nothing to get up in arms about, man. And especially if it was okay by the parents. Somebody was gonna get that money. They couldn't have been my kid. It couldn't have been my kid. I'd have told them, fuck y'all. There's some other things, personally.
And you know how easy of a switch it could have been for them to do that. Like for last minute, if somebody would have been like, "Hey, wait, hold up," because I guess they had a little white kid, and his was survival of the. It was like survival, professional survival of the jungle or something like that. Whatever. Yeah. And it was on a white kid or whatever. I'm like, if y'all just would have switched it over, everything would have been cool. But I mean, at the end, they know what they doing, man. Come on. Hey, listen, I'm skeptical of anything that
We
goes
talking
trending like
about it.
this. If they talk, I'm skeptical of it. I'm like, this is all set up. Because this the Matrix, man. At the end of the day, we want to really get into it. None of this shit matter. They tricking y'all into thinking that this shit matters. All of it is perception. They got shirts with monkeys everywhere. People got shirts with monkeys on it, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's all about your perception, how you really thinking about it. Because I'm like, I don't really give a fuck, man. Y'all tripping. Everybody just want to get pissed off about some fake outrage, hop on the bandwagon, and it's like it's not even real for real. It's not even real, man.
Case in point, we on a platform right now,
right?
It's called the Trump Hour. Like I told you, man, I chose that name for a reason. You know what I mean?
Right, real shit.
It inspires outrage. Certain people hear that name, and then it inspires outrage in them, and it's like, for what? You know, for what?
And it's like, it don't even matter. It don't even matter if they with or against them. They can still have outrage. Ain't that crazy? You could be with him, you could be against him in your outrage. As soon as you
just to jump on a bandwagon, it seems like, man. But yeah, just I guess if anybody got something to say about that, please leave a comment, man. Like and share.
Yeah, man. Like and share.
Yeah, for the most part, I, you know, it is what it is. Wouldn't have been my kid. Couldn't be my kid.
Mine either.
It's some bullshit. Like, ain't nothing innocent about that shit. That was some silly shit, and they shot a shot with that. I think.
Yeah, they definitely did though. But
they shot a shot with that, man. They shot a shot. That was a shot. You know, and them niggas went for it, hook, line, and sinker, and get your money, man.
It's more like a firecracker because it just exploded, man.
Right,
like a bomb. All right, let's just set this internet, let's set this matrix on fire.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and it's like, well, just to stay on that for a minute, man. It's like, well, just with the visual, how it inspires all this, you know, this backlash or whatnot. Even with the word or the name that I chose for this platform, it's we gotta reevaluate, man, how we allow certain words, man, to get us going like that, man. It's 2018 now. Like, words are just that. They just that, words, man. You can say the same words that get y'all upset and mad and to some people who don't speak our language, and they look at you like you funny, because that shit don't mean nothing to them. You know what I mean? It's even outside of their understanding, and it's I mean, even if they did understand you, and this shit is pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get past that. That's a huge part of that we need to focus on, man, in order to progress, man, as in society, because we give words too much power, man, and we give them too much power and we don't use them enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's the trick, man. Words, like, they are just that. They are just that, as in words. But we also got to watch how we use in our words, and you must be very critical of the words that you use, and it's very powerful. But you can't let them affect you. You gotta be aware of the way you use words, and you take words how for what they are. But you gotta be aware of that stuff, man, because it's just like you said, the title of this show, you know, it triggers people, and you just gotta be aware, like, why does this trigger me? Like, why does it make my energy go to a different spot when I hear this, good or bad? You know what I'm saying? You got to just be aware of that type of stuff. So everything just look like a play on words to me. Like the coolest monkey in the jungle, like that's the title. That's what we talking about. And it's, you know, like, if you want to be technical, it's a compliment. Like, if you want to be technical,
right?
But like, it's like, dang, once you put that stigma in there, like, what's the history and the background to it, and all the energy that's been put into the word. It's been energy put into the word,
right?
So now it's like, dang, now people using it as a weapon. to cause all of this. You know how many shows people is having about this?
Right.
It's
Right.
crazy.
And yeah, man, you got to, it's important. It's still important to have a conversation, man. But I think the conversation is less about the t-shirt and what's on it, and that parent making that decision, man, and more about why that shit affects people the way it do. Why we let something that has absolutely nothing to do with us in our individual lives affect us in the way that it do, man. Because it was like it's like so it's all you were seeing all through your timeline for like 2 days. H&M. It was ridiculous, man.
So do you think, like, say it just wouldn't have went viral? Like,
That's what should have happened. That's what should have happened.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Like, because we give so much, like, energy. We give so much. Like, all you gotta do is ignore that shit for real. Because at the end of the day, like, if you ignore it, they making money off of all of this. All of this stuff, they making money off of it. Even though y'all niggas think y'all about to boycott it, they making money off of it. You know why? Y'all ain't gotta boycott it because y'all talking about it. And just because you talking about it, they like, oh, now niggas ain't going to H&M. All right, we about to go back up in there and shop till we drop.
Man, so it's ridiculous.
So it's like,
it stops nothing on the other end.
Nothing. It actually pushes it forward. Unless some rape allegations come up or something like that, or some actual facts of racism, like we know who did it, as you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happening. Yeah, we just talking. It gotta be Donald Sterling or Harvey Weinstein. That's it.
Even in them situations, man, all you can do is, it happens regardless. Either you catch them or you don't. Stay on the subject, but kind of switch the subject. Just kind of sidebar. I just thought about it, man. How you feel about the word nigga?
Oh man,
that's always a shit storm.
See, all right, so growing up, all right, I'm gonna tell you right now, I honestly want to stop using it for real. Honestly, I don't want to use that word no more, honestly, because of what has came with it. We speaking about all the energy it's been putting into it. I use the word nigga a lot in front of anybody. Honestly, I use it in front of anybody, and I be around all type of people. I talk like this in front of whoever, so whatever. But it's like I really don't want to use it anymore. It's getting carried away. Like, white people are getting really comfortable with saying it. There's a lot of people, and then it's like they really stand by it too. I know some white people that really stand by saying that word, and they're really like try to fight you. Try to fight you for telling them not to say it.
Right.
And I'm like, you saying more than me. Like, and that's just the whole turn off. Like, when somebody, like, and then it's just been, it's watered down, and we try to use it for empowerment. And I think for a while that it really did mean a lot of empowerment. But right now in the state of the country and all this racism, man, you kind of like a fool if you out in public and you with the homies or whatever, and it's a bunch of white people around. And I'm not saying don't be yourself, but y'all calling each other nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all loud. Y'all like, nigga, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So it's like you just fit right on into it, regardless of how you guys feel about it. It's the perception, but I'm not saying to change who you are. It's just about like thinking about the words that you're using and the energy that you're putting out with those words. So I'm probably going to be using it for another 5-10 years, honestly. But I'm gonna try to wean off of it because I kind of say it a lot, but it's whatever.
I feel you, man.
Niggas gotta learn.
Yeah, man. My feelings on that word, man. I feel like it's like it's really a shrug your shoulders kind of thing, man. For me, it's because man, I never really got as angry as I saw a lot of people get by other people using the word. You know what I'm saying? It never bothered me that much because, like, early, it just seemed like that word was universal to me. Everybody was using it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just me and my dudes, man. Like the white boys that we grew up with was using that shit early, and they weren't using it for me, and like they was caught referring to themselves as that.
Yeah.
You get off into certain movies, it's like it's Chinese people that was using that word 10, 15 years ago, and they use it today. Mexicans do it. Puerto Ricans do it. Everybody do it.
It's kind of confusing, but it's like this is our culture. This is because like for real, everybody want to be black people. Like you want to be a nigga, but you don't want to be a nigga.
Right. You don't want them problems. But even with this, it's like, you know how it's like with just like certain parts of our culture, man, with the music and in the dance, it gets absorbed by other cultures. That word got absorbed by other cultures, man. That shit is we don't own the word nigga. And it's like, for one, a lot of people take it, we don't own it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like a lot of people take offense to other people using it or use. However, man, it's like that's not our word. You know what I mean? It's not something that we have ownership to. For one, everybody uses it. Everybody uses it. Yeah. And why would we want to just have ownership of a word that we don't even, that it pisses us off if other people use it in a certain kind of way? I don't, you know, I felt a long time ago, man, that this shit, it wasn't ours to get angry with.
So you got white friends that said, or
yeah,
you used
since I was young.
If you grew up in Sandusky, you had a white friend that said it. I'm pretty. If you grew up in Sandusky and you had a white friend, and probably a lot of us had white friends, because
I had some cool ass white boys.
Yeah, me too. I still
dudes, man.
I still got a couple white friends, but they don't say nigga though.
That's like they grew out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because when we was young, I never really gave a fuck, but they used to do it. But now it's like they got older. They don't say that shit as, you know, they don't say it around me, or they don't refer to me like that no more.
They know the temperature over here. They know the temperature. It's hot out here in these streets.
Yeah, man. We ain't gonna stay on that, man.
Let me go in one more time on that. Back in the day, it didn't really bother me either. And then like I could probably say maybe when I got like 22, man, probably like 21. But there were a couple incidents like where some white dudes, you know, they said nigger and stuff like that. Like there's been those incidents before where I probably pretty much anybody from here too. If you messed with some white girls, that probably happened to you. But you know, I had a major problem with it at one time, and I'm like, man, I can't even. You know what I'm saying? If I hear a nigga say that, I might drop that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You raised to do that. That shit programmed into you.
Like, man, I might drop the nigga. Even if he say nigga, like if he trying to be endearing, I don't care. I ain't going. I was really on some like whole Black Panther nigga, but no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, I definitely grew out of that, and I just learned like that some people grew up like that because they around motherfuckers that let them do it, and they just even like I could see if you say it a couple times, but I've honestly been around. I was around a white girl this one time, me and the homie. I'm gonna go on one quick story. I was with the homie.
Take your time.
I was with the homie. He pulled up. I was with him, and he was like, "Man, let's go pick these chicks up or whatnot." And you know they trying to kick it. You know what I'm saying? So we pull up. We go. I take them. I pick them up. It's two of them. So it's four of us in the car, and I'm driving in. Like, soon as she get in the car, you get to talking. She say, "What's a white girl in the little, so like a mixed chick or something?" And she get the nigga this, and I ain't even look back yet. I didn't even look back. You know what I'm saying? It's nighttime. It's nighttime. I pull up. You know what I'm saying? And she get in the car. I'm like, man, what? And so she just talking all hood. You know what I'm saying? I honestly thought she was a black girl for real. So I'm like, I look in my mirror. This little white girl. And she said nigga, like, man, she had to say it like 15 times. And you know, it ain't 15 times. You know, it ain't.
Before you can even blink.
It don't even take 10 minutes to get nowhere. And she just said nigga 15 times. I'm like, man, hold up. I stopped the car like, hey. I said, hey, man, you have to chill out with all that shit. You say that shit more than me. Like, I don't do. And she like try to get smart. I said, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You gonna respect me. Motherfucker, like you getting way too out of hand. You could have said that shit a couple times, but motherfucker, you tripping, and you about to have to get up out this motherfucker and walk. We don't give a fuck about no kicking it. So then we go back. We get to the crib. She like, man, whatever. We still come to the crib after our dog there. I'm like, hey, we get to drinking and shit, whatever. Shit keeps slipping. I'm just on her ass. I'm like, hey, you tripping? Like, who raised you? Right. Shout out to TK Kirkland. But yeah, who raised you? You know what I'm saying? But it's just wild. So like, you can't be excessive with it, man. If you say it more than a black person, man, it's just wild. But man, let's just all try to weed away from that word. Let's use what my nigga Tax say, like beloved, or let's use, what I'm saying. What's up, beloved? What's up, God? Peace to you. Like, come on, let's just be positive about it, because that word don't really got no positive negations with it. So let's not use the word nigga in 2018, nigga.
Alright, man. It's a Trump hour, man. Leave a comment on the subject matter, man. We just touched on that one for a brief second, because it's kind of in the same realm as this the hoodie.
Yeah.
The hoodies.
Definitely is in the same realm.
Tobacco. It's along the same line. So we were just touching on that, man. We want everybody's opinion, man. Leave us. We ain't got a lot of comments, man. We see y'all watching, man. Leave a comment. Let us know how y'all feel, man, about the hoodie situation, or we was just talking about, man. Because for the most part, man, it's just what we want to know is why, or do y'all think that words should have so much power? Words, or even those kind of images, you know what I'm saying? Because especially if it's put out there to be to incite you, you know what I'm saying? If it's put out there to get you mad, why would you react to it? See, Lena James shot you a link too, Lena. If you want to join the show, let me know. All you gotta do is follow that link and we'll pull you on. She said she refused to use or be called nigga. She come from better. That's her opinion.
Yeah, respect that. But I respect that. I definitely.
There's a lot of people that feel like that, man. You know,
when you grow up in that shit, though, man, it's hard. You grow up when everybody saying nigga, and then you just like you let everybody say nigga, and you let all of that just become, just a part of. And then and it's crazy. You call yourself it. You call your homies it. Call your family it, and then when a white person call you it, you get mad. So it's like that's what it's like. What we gonna do for real? But I understand because we all do it. It's hypocritical, but we all do it.
Yeah, man. Like and share, man. Leave a comment, man. We're gonna keep it rolling. I had a few things on the docket I wanted to touch on. It kind of branches from that, man, but I wanna, make sure we're keeping everything positive. It's a new year, so we gonna try to keep focusing on solutions. But I did want to get off one thing I want to touch on, man. It's just it tickles me, man. But it's like basically with the outrage from the hoodie. There's a lot of outrage about the current president. You know what I'm saying? Right. A lot of people were saying he wasn't even gonna make it a year. He didn't touch that year, man, and a lot of the outrage then quieted down like it normally does after a while, man. How you feel about that, man? The current situation with the White House, man, and the president in his first year and all that.
All right, well, I'm gonna be honest with you straight up. I never really was into politics. I mean, I'm into the whole conspiracy of politics. Like the whole things that about politics don't really intrigue me. At the end of the day, I was just talking to someone about this last night. Like, regardless of what happens or what the decisions that they make, it happens to all of us. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? We all got to deal with it. So if we just concentrated on ourselves more and trying to build solutions, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff we wouldn't have to worry about. I mean, or it's just like we could just build on our own, man, and just keep it pushing, and we could be able to create and build. But with Trump being president, I really didn't expect much. You know what I'm saying? I just expect a lot of smoke and mirrors with the media, you know, and that's all it is smoke and mirrors with the media. We got a clown as a president. He's a reality TV show host, or he's a reality star, and he's a billionaire. He's our rich president, and now we have people rallying for other celebrities to be president. And that shit, it should not be the bar. We shouldn't. And I listened to Charlamagne. He said something like that shouldn't be the bar. Oprah running for president should not be the bar, or Oprah running for president shouldn't be based off of Donald Trump being the bar, because that's a diss to her. But even though she probably don't even want to be president, but doing all of this shit, we trying to put celebrities in it. It's all a joke to me. I don't know nothing about numbers. I don't know nothing about these taxes and shit. I mean, I probably should, but I can't worry about that stuff. And then why these are the reasons why people are divided in the country, and why rich people hate people that are on welfare. And I can't worry about that type of stuff. I'm not dependent on the government. I'm working towards not having to depend on anything. I get these debts and everything going that I have, these little, you know what I'm saying, school loans and shit. And, you know, I'm gonna feel free. And that's what I'll suggest anybody else. You should free yourself. Free yourself from that shit. And you won't even, don't have to owe them nothing. Don't depend on them for nothing. Make and create our own. That's why we need to create our own. And we need to stop worrying about fashion and why the fuck they got the coolest monkey on a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? That's what the government is. The government is the coolest monkey in a hoodie. That all of this shit, all of this crazy shit on the media, that's what the government is. Because they ain't telling us about these shits that they passing. They're not telling us about that. Or they not, you know, they might is low key on the news or whatever it may be. But they got all this shit that's popping. Like, we just need to focus up on more stuff. I really don't give a fuck about the president. Fuck Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking with him. We got this shit called the Trump Hour because we already, like, we know what's popping. But we ain't fucking with Donald Trump. And I honestly, if you want to be all the way real, I ain't fucking with no president. And I'm not I'm not going to say anti-government and none of this shit like that. But I'm just living on my own. Like, Obama was well-mannered, and he ran a good, he didn't have any flaws, like, as in character. I respect that. Probably one of the most upstanding of all of the presidents, as far as like character and how he went about himself. You know what I'm saying? He was for the culture, kinda, not really. I mean, he hooped, he played basketball and shit, I guess. You know, I don't fucking know. He used to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, respect to him for running his shit how he did, even though I don't know what the fuck he did either. But I just advise everybody to just free yourself for all that shit. And this year was cool. We're gonna see what these next year bring, because nothing really happens in the first year of a presidency. It's usually the later years, and then when he get done, we gonna see if they gonna want to elect his ass back. So whatever.
Oh man, that's gonna be the most awesome election in the world. I can't wait for that one. I'm so serious. Whoever they pull out they hat.
I planned that one. Look, you see Hunger Games?
I haven't. Did I see no, not the last one or two.
But you seen Hunger Games?
I've seen one of them. Yeah.
But you know how I imagine, like, when I look at our president now, when I see all this stuff going on, all these celebrities and stuff, you know how all of them niggas was all painted up and stuff?
Right.
That's how I see our government now. Everybody's just it's crazy. That's a shit show. It's just a show. Then boy, it was popping. Yeah, normal people won't ever benefit no matter who the president. Hey, I feel you, bro. Ain't nobody tripping about the president, bro.
Man, yeah, man. I feel about him like you like you said, for the most part, man, about how I feel about all the presidents, man. They in there to do a job. That job really has absolutely nothing to do with the average everyday citizen, man. So I I don't really look at politics or well, I don't get involved in it emotionally like a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know and they was watching me, I put up a bunch of I had a bunch of material and a bunch of posts that supported Trump. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily that I supported him because I'm a Republican. I'm not a Republican. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's funny though. But when I saw that it was gonna be between him and Hillary, I knew Trump was gonna win.
Yeah.
Like
They,
I caught
they
it
let the
as
woman
soon
get
as he
in, bro.
announced. I knew it, and it was for me. It was kind of like comical because when he first, before he even announced, I was laughing like, "Yeah, right, man." You know what I'm saying? He ain't finna do that for real. Then he did it, and I'm like, "Dude, gonna fucking win," and he fucking won. And when he won, people was like, you know, it was funny, man, because it was on some, for me personally, it was on some I told y'all so shit. I just called it and
Hey,
I knew it
my
though.
homie Jaywalk said the same thing. My homie Jaywalk, he actually like a supporter, and he was his thing. He just wanted him to push the envelope because it's time for a lot of people to wake up and get on that grind because this was the only thing that was gonna happen to the country. I mean, we could have got Hillary, but she was bad too. Like either way, I'm like,
She was a
I don't
liar.
understand why anybody would support either one of them. That's why I couldn't
Right.
participate. So I'm like, listen, whatever happens, happens, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. My stance was less. It was less support, man, and more just well. To be honest, like if I was running a business, which the United States of America is, and I had to choose who would run my business, Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, it would be Donald Trump hands down. If I had to choose,
Hey,
like I can't honestly say I would prefer Hillary Clinton's advice on nothing over Donald Trump's. Like if I got to choose one of these individuals to like,
America's a
you know
bit.
what I'm saying? It's a business, so who better to run this business than a businessman? It made sense to me, you know what I'm saying? So I was never in support because it's that what goes on in Washington D.C., man, it doesn't affect the everyday person, and it never has. You know what I'm saying? We just sheep for the most part. We vote how they want us to vote.
Right.
And another reason why I supported him so much because I get irked personally, man, on how democratic black people get every 4 years. It bothers me. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, but like, and they do it. They don't even question it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Democratic Party is historically the most racist party between the two. You know what I'm saying? And a
Yeah.
lot of people they don't question it. They don't do the research. It's like, why are all the black people Democrats for no reason? And I was questioning that. You know, that's another reason I was kind of like throwing Trump in everybody's face.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it really has nothing to do with us, man. We most certainly got to focus on our own problems, man, which is where I want to take it next, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like a shift, man. It's like a paradigm shift, man, and it's just it's moving to a different. It's moving to a different energy, man. We can't be dependent on motherfuckers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Get right with yourself, man. It's all about getting right with yourself, man. You got like it's cliche as it sounds. They say be that change that you want to see in the world, but for real, just change up on yourself, man. Because that's all. So the government changing ain't gonna change your fucked up problems.
Mm-hmm.
So
No doubt, man. What if any? Well, again, like to keep it kind of on the same page, man. As far as politics go, man, do you? Because it's like a lot of people our age not really into politics the way that we should be,
yeah, you're right.
considering that is the system that governs the land that we in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Regardless of whether we want to take part or how much it affects us directly or indirectly, it's the system that's in place to govern us. So we should know a lot more about it. You know what I'm saying? But I think in particular, like the reason we should know it is so we could apply it. You know what I'm saying? We need a political system of sorts ourselves to just to help organize neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? On every level.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I think politics is something that like not, and I'm not talking about DC. I'm talking about like every day in every neighborhood in Sandusky, Ohio, man. Politics need to be a part of something that we talk about every day. You know what I'm saying? Even on a local level.
Yeah. Especially at local level, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. That's where my interest in the politics go, man. I think we need to get off into that more because a lot of shit ain't gonna never happen unless we learn how to get the wheels rolling and put the
Right.
proper people in the proper places to
Yeah.
get some production. You know what I'm saying? So politics, it's in my opinion, is definitely something we need to focus on a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Hey, I feel you. I feel like I should know. I feel like I might know a little bit more than somebody that might not know about politics, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I don't keep up with it. You know, I'm not well versed on politics. What I want to get into this year is
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't want to say this year, but what I am wanting to get into is law. I want to start looking up law. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like real law, and just seeing what's up, man. Because talk to people, and you really need to know your laws, man. Because they really out here getting over on us, and that's where it really is. You said the politics is what runs. Is like politics is
That's
like the
what governs us.
conversation. Politics
Yeah.
is like the conversation and the like the paperwork or whatever that runs the land. Law is the law that runs the land, like the law of
Mm-hmm.
the land, the real law. And just having conversations with people. Like I was talking earlier, and I'm just a real strong believer in this. If anybody follows me and or knows me, I've been big lately on just like the power of words, and law is very tricky with words, man, and it's very tricky, and that's how they deceive you, and that's how they make you basically a slave. So like if anybody, politics and law, I feel like especially law, I feel like as a as minorities or whatever, as a person, as a human being, you should look into it and see the deception and see what's going on. And I'm definitely gonna start looking into some law, man, because we definitely need to know our laws, and what we can and cannot do, because there's stuff going on, man. There's stuff going on that you'll find out, and it's like, damn, I've been missing out on a lot of stuff we missing out because we don't know law. We get a lot of people in jail. You got a lot of people got felonies and charges and stuff, and on probation and all this stuff because they don't know the law. So if
Absolutely.
anybody listening to this, try to think about looking up law along with politics, because they kind of go hand in hand.
Well, we got some broadcasts coming up for that, man. Me and the homie BJ. I'm,
Actually, I
I'm
did
actually
see you
putting
guys talk
together.
about that.
Yeah, I'm putting together a small presentation, man.
That's
Where we
Justin, right?
yeah, no, Justin is nice.
Okay, nice. Who is BJ?
BJ's brother BJ.
Okay.
He's did you see the piece about child support?
Oh, that was him.
That's him.
Okay.
He
All
did
right. Yeah.
that. He
Okay.
got another one on identity, man. And for the most part, what that focus on nationality, knowing your nationality and having a nationality, and what that basically walks you into is knowing your rights. It's like you were saying, the law of the land. The law of the land is the Constitution of the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? And when that's one thing you really gotta focus on, since
Yeah.
you getting off into your law. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gotta know the Bill of Rights. Your Bill of Rights is the most important piece of legislation that the United States ever put down. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know it. They don't know it exists, or they don't know how it applies to them in their everyday in their everyday lives. And me personally, I'm just getting into that myself. And it's interesting. It's interesting what you learn, man. Like just simple fact that people don't need a license to drive, or you ain't supposed to pay taxes on wages that you earn in your everyday job or in the workforce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot like you were saying, man. It has to do with the words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People, you gotta get into that. Diction is very important, man, and you gotta learn how to speak, man, because a lot of the words that people use, you use words that shouldn't apply to you, but when you use those words, you enter into contracts with people, which is why people
Yep.
people build so much credit debt. And it's deep, man, when you go off and when you go off into it,
Yeah.
but it's definitely lost something with politics. Is something that we need to start using, and it needs to become a topic every day. You know what I mean?
Definitely
Every day.
does. Definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
Alina.
Yeah, Lena's still coming in.
Oh, they
You join
based a
the show when
decision.
you get ready.
Yeah, come here on the show. They based a decision on which party to represent or how far the dollar would stretch. It had nothing to do with color. It was if you wanted to eat or not. We need to educate ourselves more. Yeah, definitely do. And like when we sit here talking about the law, man, it's this shit gets real. It shit gets real deep. In all honesty, to where it's like it's kind of hard to talk about, but um, because a lot of this stuff, man, you'll be amazed some stuff you come across. Honestly, deception,
Mm-hmm.
but that's a whole nother
Yeah,
thing,
man.
for real.
Yeah, we
But you
gonna
want to get the
definitely.
basics down.
Yeah, we definitely got to get off into it, man. And like I say, man, these is really what we talked about our solutions, man. But even like just discussing it, th- these discussions,
Yeah,
having these discussions, that's a start. You know what I'm saying? But
definitely start.
we got it's interesting, man. I like for everybody to tune in, man. Leave your comments, man, like and share, man. We just talking, man. And politics is one thing. And again, like I said, I think it is a solution. It's something that we can use, we need to apply, man. But we it's more than, man, as a community, you know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
We gotta put more focus on, it's not necessarily togetherness,
Yeah.
because people, I think people get it misconstrued, man, and they think that you gotta be friends or you gotta be on like everything with somebody just to be productive. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be best of friends just to get some shit done. You know
Right.
what I mean? We ain't gotta worship the same at the same church. We ain't gotta believe the same shit, man, to get shit done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I said, it's about, I don't know, man. For me personally, man, I think it's about getting more programs and shit together, and that way we have a platform that's more direct, and it'll lead to more solutions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And and
You
I
remember Black Achievers?
yeah, hell yeah, I remember Black Achievers. And this is the thing about here's my thing on solutions. And if you it's kind of like the same concept of for forever. You know what I'm saying? Lack of support, lack of engagement, and you know what I'm saying, and lack of consistency. So with what I've been trying to come to a conclusion of is if you want a lot of people to get involved, and you want to build things up, but if you are, I've just seen too much of partnering up or trying to do something and no consistency, or just
Right.
no real passion about it, or not wanting to grind for it. My thing, you got a group of people, you got a couple homies, you stick to your tribe, your people, or whoever you got going. And you know what? I feel like right now, in the state of what we got going on, because it don't look like a lot of stuff going to really be turning into people's favor and shit like that. The people that you got close to you, the people that you connected with, that you really vibe with, or you really connected with, you stick to them people and you build with them. So, yeah, not like on no new friends shit. You always want to work with people, you know what I'm saying? But don't invest in too many people that ain't been grinding with you, that ain't been here with you doing this, or that ain't or haven't showed you their resume, or that they down to work, or that they really want to get down with it. If they not trying to get down with it, you gonna gotta keep it pushing. How many times you want to keep it pushing with niggas, and you just get buckle down with who you got, and you just make something happen. And then if things that happen organically when it's supposed to. This right here, what we got going on, happen organically. I mean, we were supposed to be get connected, and this is what it falls into place. So I understand we want to get people to support, and we want to reach out, and we want to get these programs going. But you build your clique up, you build the people that you with up, and you guys start making these programs. You guys start doing some show impact with the stronghold that you have, regardless of who you got or how many you got. Build something off of that, and then they're gonna be like, these niggas built something with these whoever they got, and they made something happen with what they got. So now everybody else got to come correct. So you build with the people that you with, and you good, and you just keep grinding. People might fall off, people might whatever happen, but I feel like if you could really build something with a core group of folks, and you not having to be screaming for support or being salty that you ain't getting no support, and you just got your head down, you know what I'm saying? You got your head down grinding. When I say head down, I don't mean as in an attitude. I mean as in you got your head down working. Because I'm always head up, chest up, chin up. You know what I'm saying? All of that. But when I say head down, I'm like, you down, you working. You got them folks doing that. I just feel like that these might be the solutions that may work better for us, instead of, because then it's just so many other antics that come in it. You get a lot of fake love, niggas hating, niggas doing this, hidden agendas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, let's just, you know what I'm saying? Let's just let it rock. Let's let it flow. Let the river flow. Watch out for the dams and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. So if you really trying to build something with the people that you're around, is how I feel is our solutions.
Absolutely. No doubt, man. That's always gonna be key, man. You gotta focus, man. You gotta find people that's already on what you on. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need more of that around here, man, because it's just stuff that needs. Man, one more thing I wanted to get off into, man. You heard that old moniker, man. The revolution is being televised. The revolution is being televised.
Monica?
That moniker. I think it's on the beginning of a song or something. The revolution is being televised. The revolution will be televised. Revolution will be televised.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, I be making that. I made that post a few times, man, and I don't know if people really get off into it like that. How do you feel about that? Do you think the revolution is? Do you think the revolution is being televised, man?
Do I think the revolution is being televised? Huh?
Yeah.
Because I've heard this saying for a while now. When I first got hip to, people put it on the first beginning of the song. It's like you hear that a lot. You hear that a lot. No, it's not. They won't you. If you got to understand. I mean, what revolution they gonna show? They gonna show the revolution of what? what they gonna show they gonna show the fake revolution. They show the fake revolution. They show the LGBTQ. They show Me Too. They show I Am Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. These are these revolutions that they're talking about when they say this. That's not the real revolution. You know what I'm saying? The real revolution is really out here. You ain't got to see it. It's happening. You ain't got to look at it on media. You don't got to look at your phone. You don't got to look at the TV to see the real revolution. You see the real revolution when you walk into people. You seeing people that's just on a different mode. And they call it, what they call it a revolution. Is it because it's like a big group of people or something like that? You know, you revolt, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, the revolution ain't televised to me, man. I just like, you ain't seeing that on TV. You just seeing a bunch of garbage and just a bunch of stuff for the media. They just want to push everything else as the revolution. Black Lives Matter is ran by white people. Like white people started that. I'm pretty sure it was like some Jews or some shit. But like for real, we just gotta be aware, man. You gotta be aware who runs the television. You think they gonna tell you to learn your history on TV? Like learn your real history. Learn what's really going on. Look up the laws. Look up the politics. They not about. That's the revolution. Bill, how about you invest? Go invest in something. Go invest in Bitcoin. They'll do something, this and that. They will be saying all of this on the internet, on television. They ain't saying none of that shit on television. You got to go on the internet and type a nigga name in that you ain't never heard of before. Mm-hmm. You gotta go type in the Trump hour.
See, that's the thing, though. See that's the thing, man. That's probably that's kind of why I make them posts, man, because a lot of it is me personally. I think that the revolution is being televised, man, but it's not on their networks. It's via social media, man. It's on YouTube. It's all these other platforms that's on the internet. Because, like, well, for me personally, I think the revolution. It's not like, you know what I mean. I don't think it's gonna be physical war right off the hand. Right. I think the revolution that we speaking of, that I refer to is more like a renaissance, man, and it's knowledge based. It's based off everybody seeking this information, man, and it's happening really at a rapid pace, man. 10 years ago, the conversation was totally different. You know what I'm saying? 5 years ago, the conversation was totally different, man. You know how, and it's just like within the past, I'm going to say within the past 4 months, maybe 6 months, the amount of people that I see on Facebook talking about a plant-based diet is crazy. Like, I didn't see when I first got, you know what I mean, on Facebook, social media, 2013, nobody was talking about being a vegan.
No.
Yeah, I mean, that's just 2013. Nobody was talking about that.
I don't even think I knew what a vegan. Well, I might have knew what a vegan. 2013.
I had heard it, but it was like, yeah, right. Ain't nobody.
Now I'm a full
right, and it's like it's everywhere. I think a lot of it is what people choose to surround themselves with, man. Because I learn something new every day. So for me, it's like I think it's happening. I think it's happening right now, man. But a lot of people just not partaking in it because they not looking for that knowledge, man. But for everybody else, man, that's what say about that conscious movement. Everybody waking up. I think that's the revolution, man. The people ain't really they ain't looking for it.
I feel that too. I think a lot of people. The conversation has changed so much. Like a lot of people are out here. Trying to search for information and want to know the knowledge. The revolution is in yourself. Is knowing yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all of that, you know, you gonna hear me reiterate that all the time. Man, all that shit is about yourself. The revolution is about changing yourself. It's about knowing that. Look, all of this stuff it ain't even. It's not what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not as important. Hey, that's not as important as what I thought it was. You know, or you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm really doing that. Like, or you know, you just start waking up to different stuff and being and and then like you start waking up like this is real, or you starting to just feel different when you just your conversation is different, or people might start thinking differently about you, or you know what I'm saying, and or they might
Start
think you're
sounding
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, people think you're crazy. Like I don't even have a lot of conversations with people. I think this is why I do this internet shit, because I really
Right.
don't have too many conversations with people besides like my close homies. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like when you think about some stuff, you say some stuff, you might sound crazy. People to people that just are living life going day to day. So uh, the revolution, man, is all about what is it? Knowing worth, the self worth, like having a sense of
Mm-hmm.
self, real self
Yeah.
though, the real knowledge, not I don't know, not no religion, not nothing, just just knowing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that inner reflection is key. Shout out Jordan Arnell, man. He said what he say? How he feel about simping. I seen something about simping, man. I didn't Google the definition. They actually got that in the Urban Dictionary. Is it?
Yes, yeah, it's kind of been it's kind of that's kind of like a revolution right now. I've been seeing going on, and simping, man. I think a lot of men need to. A lot of
What is the
men
definition of simping?
simping is putting yourself in a submissive state, or putting yourself under a woman, under like
That's the
just
definition of it. Simping.
yeah, basically. So it's a variety of things. It's a lot of different things you could go. It's a lot of different ways you go for simping, like tricking off is simping, um, getting mad that she don't text back is simping, uh, back to back texts is simping, like you know what I'm saying, sending her flowers all the time, like all of this stuff, caking her up, all that's simping. So
Mm.
I just think men need to just be more aware of what they're trying to do for women, and especially for the caliber of women, like what type of woman she is, and what type of woman she thinks she is, how she presents herself. So when you talk about simping, man, it's a lot. We all simp. Everybody simps. Everybody is. I'm pretty sure, like 99.9% of us that simp before. It's hard to not, especially if especially if you was raised in a single parent home, you probably gonna simp because you was raised by a woman. And according to how women think, and or not how women think, just how the traditional thing for women is, and how we should treat women, you going we traditionally a simp for a woman.
Man, I just Googled it.
What is that?
It says, man, wow, to simp. Tricking, groveling, or basically just letting females walk all over you for no apparent reason other than your own bitch madeness.
Yeah,
other than your own bitch madeness. That's why you do
yeah.
it. I guess in the Urban Dictionary, man.
That and this. But the thing about it is, a lot of niggas don't think that they be simping because they be fooled because they might get some coochie. And niggas,
Man, that shit is crazy.
you know what the problem with men is? We think that coochie is a reward.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, nigga, you will spend your whole check just for some coochie that you ain't, like a nigga like me wouldn't have had to spend that on. You feel me? So it just is, but you know, but let me tell you something about around here in Sandusky, because I was just talking about this. We could go. I'm mad. He just brought
I'm
this up.
I'm flabbergasted. He's laughing now. I mean, he LOLing and shit. I ain't know that's what it is.
Because he knew
That's
I was about
crazy.
to go in on this, and I hope
Your own bitch made this.
so
That's
and a lot of
classic.
I'm gonna tell you about Sandusky, Ohio, and how simping is taking a major part in women around Sandusky, and I see it all the time. And this is exactly how it goes. Most women, and it's a small town. A lot of us, a lot of people in Sandusky have been fucking each other. If you sexually active in Sandusky, there's a good legitimate chance that you are connected to everyone. Honestly,
right.
almost like 60% of people are some crazy shit, just because, and that's just scientific shit. But everybody just know each other's business, and then a lot of these niggas, they want a chick so bad. You know, these thirsty niggas out here, they go and trick for her. And then once one nigga trick for her, the next dope boy, like all these dope boy niggas is tricking on them, and that's how they think they deserve to be treated by every nigga. So every nigga, you know, every mug she mess with, it's like, oh, he got a trick, and then it's like, and then most of the tricking relationships, when it comes with tricking, then something else come with it. Oh, if I'm paying for this and I'm paying for that, but you can't go nowhere. You better not go nowhere. Then domestic violence is happening, and niggas is domestic violence, simping.
That's big simping.
Yeah, you feel me? So like, and so that this is the narrative for a lot of these chicks, especially the good looking ones. A lot of the good looking chicks, they out here got a nigga that's a dope boy or something that's tricking off on them. And I'm just talking about in the culture. I'm not talking about all the uppity. Wait, maybe some even like the nurses and shit like that. Like, it don't even matter. A lot of these chicks flat out, they let niggas trick on them, and then it's like they jaded. Cause then they won't never find a nigga. They just want every nigga to trick on them. And it's like, all right. And then they wonder why they can't find love. Cause you like when niggas simp on you. You don't like a nigga to tell you, hey, bitch, get your ass up. Man, you better cook some breakfast or something. You better clean the fuck up. These niggas are trick on bitches that don't even got houses or nothing. Don't got nothing for themselves. So we are, and it's so small that enough simping kind of then jaded the whole city. I don't even want to, I'm cool. Like, I'm not tricking on none of y'all. Y'all better cool it. I've done my share of tricking. I've done it before. You know what I'm saying? When I was a simp, I did it. I speak from experience because I went through it before. I don't bash niggas just because I used to be that nigga. But nah, you won't catch me out there like that. And that's why I feel like, listen, a lot of chicks just ain't ready for me because I'm not going. Like, nah, you just gonna have to go to the next nigga. I still fool with you. Go to the next nigga. Let that nigga trick off on you. Shit, you feel me? Come fool with me, but I ain't tricking on you. Go ahead, let that nigga do that. I ain't doing it. Can't.
Yeah, man, that was deep, man. Shout out to Ty Hamilton, man.
What's up, fam?
Man. Yeah, it was, man. That is insane. We getting good reactions to things, man, from the people. Simping this shit. That is unbelievable. I didn't know that's crazy. They said your own bitch madeness.
Yeah,
you know wild. What I mean, man. That shit's crazy. Whatever floats your boat, man. To each his own.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, do what you want.
Each his own. Ain't no doubt, man. I guess I had to touch on something.
Yeah, go ahead. What you think about what I just said? What I just said. What do you think?
It's a reality, man. Me personally, everybody got their own roles, man. You know, that's what you into, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Make the best out of it, man, and embrace that shit. To each his own. It ain't whatever floats your boat. You know
hey, but when shit go wrong, you just gotta sit there and wonder though.
But I'm saying, like, even if it's like some people different, man. So some people just hardwired to go for certain shit. You know, it's like you say, man, a lot of it got to do with your upbringing and all that shit, man. So it ain't nothing nobody gonna snap out of. You know what I'm saying? So embrace it, man. Do that shit. There's a lot of females out here that's doing well because of a dude that's simping, man. So shout out to her.
No, for real though. That's the thing. That's the thing though. You can't be salty at it because
shout out to her, man.
If niggas ain't simping, then it's like shit. Real niggas can't really flourish for real.
I said, man, everybody got their roles to play, man. Everybody got their roles to play, man. I goddamn it, do your thing if you got you one and keep it rolling, man.
I just had to bring some awareness. to Simpin and Sandusky.
Man, shout out to the simpers, man. Do y'all thing. Shout out to the simpers, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, yeah, it's for real shit. That's crazy, man. Jordan Arnell, man, y'all can credit him for that conversational piece, man. Let me know when you want to join the show, man. I'll shoot you a link, man. Come on,
Man,
in, man.
he don't be trying to internet talk, man.
I mean, you know, invitation there, man. You know, he might change his mind one of these days.
Man, pull up on us, bro. He probably one of these days he gonna be with me. He gonna be here with me or something.
Yeah. You know how they Snapchat you? Just do that with him. Catch him in the background when you get him.
Hey, nigga, come on, bro.
Yeah, man, I want to touch on that. Well, yeah, that ain't where I went. What else did I have? Yeah, I think that was what my dude say. He gonna jump on in a minute, man. Anything else, man, on the social media sites, man, that then caught your fancy that you want to touch on?
I kind of can we talk about the whole sexual allegation shit for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, all right. Well, no, let's not. Well, this kind of goes hand in hand. The Oprah. Did you see the Oprah speech?
No,
nope,
I heard about it. I heard about it. I heard about it.
So I listened to like most of it. I might listen to all of it. I listen to so much shit I don't be remembering, but I don't know, man. It's shifting in America. I feel like, I know all honesty, I just feel like it's we going towards the feminine energy and feminine power. You feel me? Like all of this Me Too stuff, it's really it's kind of amazing, bro. Like it's so many people coming out with these sexual allegations. It's literally like, I want to say at least 2 a week. And then there's multiple coming out on people. You got Russell Simmons, you know, got that Harvey Weinstein stuff going, Matt Lauer, whatever his name is, all of these people. And it's just confusing, man, like what's really going on, what the type of narrative is trying to be pushed, and why now? Like some of these people it's been like 20, 30 years ago, and you're just now coming out, and they're claiming like these people are like heroes and stuff. Like, why wouldn't you speak about it then? I understand people, like your job was that important. If your job was that important then like what are you telling about it now? Just getting it off your chest. Like you can't take them to court because of the time period. Like that stuff with Cosby. Like that's conspiracy, man. All that stuff is wild. Like why are they coming out with all these old allegations on people trying to get them out of there? I guess it's crazy. I mean, I understand people. And that doesn't take away from what may have happened to a lot of these victims, because I believe Bill Cosby had to do something to somebody. He had to. Too many. He had to do so. He had to, and there was a lot of stories about him drugging people and shit like that. So, but for them to come out now, it's just crazy. Like when you're paying them off, and then they got money went away.
You know what throws about Bill? Oh shit.
What?
Bill Cosby is a black man,
right?
And like, how many victims was it?
100 something, bro.
Is it that many?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 119 or something.
Bunch of white women. If any one of these white women at the time, they got the power to totally end Bill Cosby.
Right then and there.
We talking about the 70s and the 80s. Like they would have strung him. It would have been over with. Like, and all y'all quiet. Don't nobody want to hang this nigga up after what he did to you. Now one of them.
You.
Man, listen.
You hear about the allegations on Russell Simmons?
They like that shit. That's what I'm gonna say.
You hear about?
I ain't hear about Russell.
Man, so you know Russell Simmons, like he like yoga, he vegan, he all. Man, this chick said he raped her, like rip your clothes off, rape. I'm like, what? Like, what? Man, this is a while ago. I think she said it was in the 80s or something.
I mean, you know, them dudes was on cocaine and shit real tough back
Yeah,
then.
that's what. Yeah, he was on coke and shit. But I'm like, damn, you just let that shit slide this long?
Mm-hmm.
He should have been up out of there. If that's the
Right.
case, nigga should been up out of there. That industry stuff, man. If this is what's going on, just think about all of this stuff going on in the industry. Just think about like what's not getting put on TV, and just think about all the little secret stuff that they're doing. Like y'all don't think to he said something about Nelly. You see that thing about Genuine, fam?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
you think about that? Let me hear what you got to think about that, bro.
It's again, man. People need to stay in their lane, man. You can't make it for anybody feeling that they to have an opinion and feel a certain type of way about it, man, is ridiculous, man. I feel like people trying to make a decision for that man. Like they feel like based off of their own shit, he was supposed to act a certain kind of way, and it's silly. You know, and I think the whole thing is silly, man. For anybody to feel a certain type of way about the whole situation, man. You know, a lot of people, and this ain't like regardless of what your sex is, man. There's people out there that if you try to kiss them, they'll slap the shit out you.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
That's
that's it's real shit like this, and that's regardless of what your sex is. Like people got personal space, man, issues, and that's just to be respected. So it's I think again, people getting up in arms about the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that it really shouldn't be news. You know what I mean? And based off of that situation, somebody was out of line. You know what I mean? If ain't nobody got no reason putting their hands on nobody else if you didn't get invited to do that.
listen.
So
That's what
whatever happens after that is on you. You know what I
he was
mean?
sexually assated.
It was
Technically, yes or no?
attempt. It was an attempt at it was an attempt. That's what they say. It was an
Listen,
attempt.
if that was a dude that did that to a chick, if that was a man that did that to a woman on TV, went for a kiss, they would have mad feminists would have been on his ass. But listen,
Right.
so do you know the setup of what happened?
I seen about like I think I read a little bit of it. I didn't go into it a lot,
Okay,
but
she,
go ahead.
she was she was just explaining how she was a transgender, how it was hard for her in relationships and stuff like that. And what I heard, I was listening to a podcast, and what I heard, I don't know if this was biased or not, is she was basically trying to prove a point. Like she's like, so technically I am a woman. Like I have woman parts, everything. I'm a woman. She was like, you would date a regular woman, but you wouldn't date me. And she was like, she put her arm around him and was like, yeah, so like she said something about dating him, and he was like, just like, I don't know, he like kind of shook it off. She went for a kiss, and he like turned his head. And you just trying to prove a point, but like that's the wrong point to prove, because it don't matter if you transgender or whatever. You don't just kiss anybody, and that's another thing. Like I don't want to be too unsensitive, but I think like I really just think that motherfuckers really be trying to push that shit on people too much, like wanting you to accept it. Like when you don't have to do that, like why you gonna try to do that to him? And if he did kiss you, then what happens to his reputation? Then everybody claims him gay, claims that he's gay or whatnot. Listen, people try to say that it's normal. I mean, and I don't want people to take this wrong if you hear this, but just listen to this right here. People say that it's normal for a man to sleep with a transgender, and if you're a man, listen to this. So if you heard that a man slept is with a transgender woman in a relationship, or in a relationship, and this is no, as a matter of fact, man or woman. When you hear this, a man is in a relationship with a transgender woman. Where the fuck does your mind go? Is that the natural thought or no? Who is that? The only person that is not the natural thought to is maybe a transgender or a gay person. And I'm not knocking that shit at all. I don't have no problems with transgender people, gay people, or nothing. But when you trying to push it and you trying to just like force people to accept it, just let people live their life, mind your fucking business. Don't put your hands on people, don't touch people, don't do that. And then you want to turn it into something else because he didn't want to kiss you. But if he did kiss you, the whole internet would have been bashing Genuine, calling him gay. Then y'all would have been mad. Then the gay community, LGBTQ, would have still been mad. So either way, it's a lose-lose situation. And we need to stop acting like, oh, if we understand that, motherfuckers still ain't gonna be mad. Like, come on, it's just not. People just need to just chill the fuck out, and they just need to just let people hate. If people want to hate shit, let them hate shit. If they don't want to like shit, let them not like it. Everybody ain't meant for all of this shit. Everybody ain't meant to be exposed to that shit. It's not meant for everybody.
Yeah.
That shit is ridiculous,
it's basically what it is I just think it's people worrying about the wrong thing and getting all. It's like people search for shit to get up in arms about. You know what I mean? And even then, like it's everybody in that situation. Well, that's live. You know what I mean? That's broadcasted on live television, so obviously it's gonna become a conversational piece, man. But
yeah.
It's like for people watching that, man, to take personal offense and of what happened to those two individuals is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Exactly.
as individuals got their right to make their own decision, man. So should nobody. I don't know, man. I think it's crazy that, you know what I mean. It was on national TV in the UK, so obviously it was gonna be news.
And then that's
It
what we
is
put
what
our
it
energy
is.
to. And that's what we
Right.
put our energy to. Y'all mad at Genuine, get on the internet, spill all that energy out on the internet. That's just it's always what we doing. We analyze the shit and we put negative energy to it.
That shit gonna get swept under the rug like everything else, man. But again, like that shit goes to a greater point. It's like what even with the hoodie in this piece of news. All that shit is meant to take your attention off of the real problems. You know what I'm saying? These are situations that for the most part will never have an effect on individuals in their personal life. But it draw attention from so many people. You know what I mean? How many people talking about it? How many people feel a certain type of way? Social media went crazy about that shit. And meanwhile, nothing's getting done. You know what I'm saying? So it's why it's like they put it's you know that's why it's important, man, that you surround yourself with the type of information, man, that you want to absorb.
Right.
Cause if you get caught up in what they put out there, that's what you're gonna get caught up in. You know what I'm saying? So and it
And we
gets
get caught up.
public.
Yeah. Too many people caught up. It's too many people caught up in it. It's like this is the information and it's like set in stone, and then you just getting fed bullshit just like with media. And it's like, bro, I wish y'all would just realize that this stuff is not real. Like this is not happening to you. It's just something that you're seeing in somebody else's situation. Like you really gotta look in front of you. This it's crazy when you just think about how technology has what it's done to our brains because of the fact that they base technology off of our brain.
Right.
You feel me? The
Right.
technology, all this technology, this artificial intelligence, Siri,
They trying to mimic. Right.
they there. They is there. They got all this crazy. They got these sex robots. They got all of this. They got cars driving themselves. So, and that's this type of stuff that we need to have conversations about. Not no. Why we talk about LGBTQ and hoodies and stuff like that when they got artificial intelligent robots that's gonna be taking niggas' jobs and gonna be patrolling and doing whatever? They got these drones. They got robots that can run and jump over fences, that can talk to you, answer your question, know your history, know your Facebook, Twitter.
That's another part of the revolution, man. People not getting prepared for that though. You know what I mean? There's information and again with technology. You know what I mean? That's the new wave. What people gonna do when that happens? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And nobody, but in the meantime, they pull your focus on other stuff. You know what I mean? But it's deep, man. It's deep. But Like I say, man, everybody watching, man, leave some comments, man, like and
Yeah.
share, man. Tell us how y'all feel, man, about the subject matter at hand, man. It's we just exchanging opinions and shit.
How y'all like this show, man? Comment, man. If y'all like this show, let us know if y'all like the show. And you know what I'm saying? What y'all think about it, what we need to improve on, and or whatever it may be. We taking it all in, bro. We probably need to do what would be dope is do a little email joint. You know what I'm saying? I want to start doing stuff like that, getting some emails in, or maybe getting like some anonymous calls. Like if we could keep some shit anonymous, just because we in the city, we pretty local right now. Well, if we could keep some shit anonymous, man, get people to come tell us some stories. Like we don't want to be putting people on blast, but if y'all want to come share something or share a story with us, man, y'all want to chop it up, get an opinion or something. That's what I'm trying to work on.
All you gotta do, all you gotta do is call in. Let me know that you want to be anonymous. Like I'm not showing Zeke name right now. I won't show it.
Right.
Call in with your camera covered up, man. You can say what you want to say. Ain't want nobody see you. You know what I
Oh,
mean? You
right.
can, you can, we could do that, man. You can just come on and say what you need to say, man. And it's all about participation, man. We need some more participation from y'all. I appreciate
Yeah.
everybody that is participating, man. But the more the merrier.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I keep pushing all this content. There's gonna be stuff happening all the time, man. And we want to be the people that's gonna shed some a different light than what they telling you, you know? Especially for the people around where we at, man, because we need to be having these conversations about all of this stuff, what's going on, and then like, is it really important? Is what we should be focused on? Cause a lot of this shit, man, they just be getting us off the track of what we really the real goal is. Just time being wasted, just this seconds being wasted on that clock that they got ticking.
And where you see everything at, man, 20 years from now. You touch 50, man. What you see society like? What would you like to see
What would
happen?
I like to see, or what do I see it as?
What both? Give me a quick, you know what I'm saying? Quick touch on both of them. Why not?
All right, so what I think society will be like in 20 years, I don't. I think the technology is gonna be technology. I think we're gonna be turned up a little bit with the cars and the drive. Artificial intelligence, I think, is going to be pushed to a different level because we see a lot of artificial intelligence now, like, but we don't really see it in your real life. So we don't, we see, like, we got Siri and stuff. We don't really see robots. There's robots, but not like robots. So I think we go see maybe a little bit more of artificial intelligence and self checkouts and easy access stuff. Make stuff easier and quicker. A lot maybe fast paced, move faster pace. Everything just moving faster. Um, that's how I see a lot. I just see a lot of technology, a lot of hands down. Um, I would like to see, and I also I'm gonna put both of them together because I think regardless, I can't see it. I have to put it together because I can't think like that. You feel me? I
Mm-hmm.
can't think like what this is how I'm gonna see it.
Right, right.
Um, so I just think that I'm gonna be connected with a lot more people around the world or around the nation, and I think that people are going to be doing what I was talking about uh, earlier when we was talking about solutions. And I think that people are going to be building with themselves, and there's going to be a lot more innovation. And it's not going to be mainstream though. It's not going to be the mainstream thing. I would like it to be like that, where people are making ways for themselves. Because I feel like it's heading that way now. It's just we got to get around these bumps and bruises of like these mainstream companies like YouTube and stuff like that. And we need to be putting out our own stuff. I think people will be, our people will get more hip to technology and more savvy in creating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what a dollar will be or how the economics and shit like that will be, but As long as we wake up from this Trump shit and we try to next go around, maybe we just try to all think and be more critical of ourselves. It's critical of ourselves, honestly, and then like we just don't let people like that you know what I'm saying. You know, he a trumpet. He make it. He speak. When he do something, we hearing it. We seeing it. That's why you think he all on Twitter, because he a Trump. It's a Trump. He a trumpet. All on Twitter. And that's where all the people at. That's where we getting all our information. He making us move by our Twitter account. So if as long as we waking up to, if we could wake up to what's going on for real, and we could band together with the people that we got, and just be like, hey, we can't be going for this. Then I think that we'll see a lot of more innovation on the underground or the low key side or local levels, people more binding together. Because I feel like nothing can happen between all of this racial stuff and everything going on. Like besides a war, it's almost like the bottom. And morally, this is almost like the bottom of where we could be morally in the nation. So I feel like we can only go up from here. All we see is people doing fucked up shit, being racist and shit like that. So I feel like people should be able to band together more, because it's almost down to where everything is an issue. Everybody's oversensitive and doing something to offend people. So hopefully people learn that people put their head down and just let all of this stuff happen. Like it's gonna happen regardless. Ain't really no stopping the technology. So I think we could be in a very good place in 20 years, but it's all about changing ourselves, yourself, people around you. I can't speak about it worse than that, for real. Like, you feel me?
Mm-hmm. Right, man. I think we in this country we headed for a larger stage of division. Like we already separated as a people in the country. It's gonna get worse. I think it's gonna get worse, man. And like even as far as the social structure, with the middle class being here and the upper class, and like even that's gonna split to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna get worse for some people. It's gonna get better for some people, and then you still gonna have everybody at the top. But even a lot of that shit, I think, is gonna change. You know what I mean? Like with like as far as the stock markets, should always go bad. You know what I mean? In the United States of America is just always do. It seems like they always do. And the next time I think that shit happen, man, it's gonna be a real depression. Like we ain't like the first one. You know what I mean? We do for some shit like that, and that's right. I think it's just gonna create more division, and you gonna see group. I think it's something that people need to start preparing for on a social level, man, because it's already there. You already
it's already happening. Yeah,
right. Especially with certain groups.
Yeah,
be they military groups or activists or different supremacy groups. The lines are being drawn already. You know what I'm saying? And even with the message, you know what I'm saying? It's like you said, they different messages are being pushed. Certain people not going to allow that message. You know what I mean? So that's going to build up a wall just between information. And I think it's just going to continue to divide more and more, man. And even with the way the government's ran, like a lot of people don't like how the government's ran in the United States of America, and a lot of people don't know the power that they have to affect it. But with that information becoming more and more available, take a situation with driver's licensing and tag registrations. You know how much money they generate every year just getting people to come in and pay tags, get your license renewed, and all of that. You know what I mean? Parking tickets, and just imagine if they didn't have that income. If people wake up and they realize I don't need a driver's license, and I don't have to get my tags registered every year. How much money? How much money is going just disappear? How many people depend on that money?
A lot
But
of people.
it's gonna happen eventually because it's becoming common knowledge that people don't need a driver's license to drive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the more and more people like look that up and they Google the Supreme Court decision that supports that, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" A lot of people, when I say that to some people now, they're like, "Yeah, right."
No, yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
real.
it's
I'm aware of
true.
that.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's true. But like it, people don't know it. But simple things like that, it's gonna lead to a change in the market. Even the job market is gonna change. A lot of people gonna have to find other jobs. It's like when you put the AI into play, that's even more jobs gonna get lost.
Right.
What these people gonna do? You know what I'm saying? The United States is gonna be in. It's out. It's gonna be. It's something that people need to be. It's way more realistic, and I think it's closer that change on that social level, and it's a lot closer than people think, man. And it's something people need to start focusing on, because it's coming. You know what I
Gotta
mean?
focus on building, man. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing, man. You gotta build something. Because America is gonna be the land of entrepreneurs.
That's where it's moving towards. Mm-hmm.
That's it. If you're not an entrepreneur, it's like you're gonna fall in out here. But that's exactly how I see it, man. You just gotta be an entrepreneur, you gotta hustle. And I don't think that's necessarily like a bad thing. Like which all of that stuff you said, for real, that
Mm-hmm.
might not be bad. Like, I mean, as far as making, it's like forcing, it's like it's kind of gonna force you to get
A
on
lot
your
of people
shit.
ain't gonna make it. A lot of people ain't gonna make it. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah,
Be rough.
but it's you just got to think about how long people been just taking in the country as far
Mm-hmm.
as like we talking about politics. How long people just been how greedy people have been, honestly. And just a lot of the bullshit that we do. I mean, I encourage niggas to get over on the system, but don't be greedy. You
Right.
feel me? Like, like do what you gotta do. Like, but man, nigga, don't be taking us like motherfuckers not working or not doing something just so they could stay on welfare. You know how
Mm-hmm.
many people do that?
Right.
I ain't gonna work 40 hours a week. I'm gonna work 16 hours a week, so I could pay $50 bill.
Right.
Or I could work 40 hours a week and I could just pay a fucking regular bill. Like, you know what I'm
What would you
saying?
say? What would you say to somebody who had the argument that you hip to the what is that? I want to say the wrong thing, man. You know how they say I believe it's a straw man argument. How they take your birth certificate at when you're born and they start to exchange it on the stock market for money.
Oh, I've heard a little something about that, and
Well, basically, well, where I'm going with that is, for instance, say with somebody, because that shit's true. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like people can find that number and look your birth certificate up on Wall Street, and like you don't never see no money from that, no gains from that. So if somebody say, well, the government getting money off of me, why should I have to go work and do all these things, man? And like they ain't paying me from the money that they getting from exchanging me on Wall Street.
yeah. So what
Why
would I
should I?
say?
Why should I work? Or why should I pay taxes? Yeah, how would you feel about somebody taking that stance?
Well, I would say, okay, well, make sure you know all your shit and that you can live cool. Shit,
Right.
nigga, go look because you could do all of that stuff. If you know it, then you got it's
Mm-hmm.
steps that you could take where you don't got to do none of that stuff. Because I've had those conversations with people, and
Indeed.
that's why I said some stuff about law. We got to know our laws. If you know your laws, nigga, it's a lot of stuff that you don't got to do
Yeah, man.
as
Paying
far as
taxes is a lot of them.
taxes.
Paying taxes is one of them, man. You're not supposed to pay taxes on wages.
And I heard, did I tell you? I don't know if I told you about this. I was talking to this dude, and he said his dad is in the law and shit, and he had his school, because like you could get rid of all your stuff. You could get rid of your social security card. You could give all that shit up for real. But
Right. You take stuff out of the system.
yeah, he said my dad paid off his student loans with his social security number.
People do that. People do that. They got some videos on the internet. I encourage people to look up, man, to check that out because it happens. You
Yes.
can definitely gain access to that account. I haven't done it myself yet because I'll be, slacking. But I know people who have done it
Yeah, do you?
personally. Yeah, I know people who've done it personally. You know what I'm saying?
See,
So yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
it's
That's what I'm saying.
it
Like, what the
reads,
fuck is
man.
what do we be talking about for real? You feel me?
That's
Like,
right.
what the fuck do niggas be talking about, bro? That's
Mm-hmm.
tripping me out. Like, do y'all know what? Do you hear what he just said? He just
It's
said
real.
he knows people personally that paid off their student loans with their social security number. You can give
With the
all that
money
shit up.
that
You ain't
they
got no
making.
ties. And you said your social security number is on Wall Street. I believe it. I've
Yeah,
heard it
they on
before. I've heard
exchange.
of it
Yeah.
before. I've heard of all of this stuff we talking about.
It's all true, man. That's why, and that's another reason. Like that type of information is becoming too readily available, man. And that in itself, once people stop getting the birth certificates, stop getting the marriage certificates, and stop getting the death certificates for no reason, that's more money that the government is not going to be able to depend on to just pay people and keep them rich.
That's what
That's a whole nother facet that's going like the United States government, the way it's ran right now, it's ran much like the and I don't want to switch it up, but it's ran much like a religious system, man. It's based off of what they get you to believe. As long as you willingly call yourself a citizen of the United States of America, you subject to be taxed as a citizen of the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's deep, man. The more you know, the more you grow, man.
real talk.
Mm-hmm.
That all shit is important, man.
Yeah.
So I encourage anybody to get their knowledge up on all of this stuff, man. It's
Study
so
your Bill
much
of
out here,
Rights.
bro.
Mm-hmm. Study your Bill of Rights.
Bill of Rights. I need to get on it. For
Got
real.
to,
I need to
man.
stop playing.
Mm-hmm. I'll send you a message later, man. RV Bay Publications, man. It's a dope site that you get going on. I'll check that out, man. We'll rap about that
All right,
one of
yeah,
these times.
definitely.
Trump hour, man. And it's all just information, man. That's all we doing. That's
Yeah,
all we doing.
man. We just trying to enlighten the people, man. Let people hear our side of it, man. Hear our side of this, everything that's going on. Because I think that we all need to be having conversations, man. I'm like I said before, shouldn't be like a selected group of people doing something. Certain like we should all be striving to make some type of efforts or put on for your people, do something for your people, build something. That's because especially if you got children, man. If you got a child, like dang, bro, so many people just work and die, and they got a child, and they don't got nothing to give back. They don't even got life insurance, man.
Uh,
It's crazy, man. Must be having all the everything, all the Jordans,
all
all
the
the cash, all the you know what I'm saying. All have a
mm-hmm.
car. Got all the money phone pictures, but don't got life insurance. Your life get taken away from you. You can't even. What your baby's gonna do? Now they gotta start a GoFundMe for your funeral.
It's ridiculous.
And then, but the funeral thing's a whole scam too. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's another scam for y'all. The
Yeah.
funeral homes, they out here scamming y'all, man. You all of that stuff is just scam work. It don't cost that much money to put you in the ground. None of that stuff. They just want to get that insurance money. All that shit's supposed to go to you for real. You man that them them funerals don't be like it's not like that, man. So and be aware when you die, man, how you want to go, what you want to do, like you want to do with your body and stuff like that. And like you said, the death certificate, they making money off of literally everything that we doing.
Everything,
You
man.
live, you die, they make money.
Everything, man. And it's we agree to it unknowingly, but we agree to it. I'm just man, the information out there is supporting that we try to grab it, man. 'Cause, a lot of shit can change, man. You know what I mean? The more we know, but
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Like and comment, man. Like and comment, share, man. It's Trump Hour. We touched on a bunch of things, man. We touched on a bunch of things, man. One was that H&M, just the sweatshirt. And then we just focused on politics, man, and some solutions. Got
Talked
off
about
into
Me
a few
Too.
other
Talked about
things.
LGBTQ.
Yeah,
Chopped it up
yeah,
about a
yeah.
few things, man.
Yeah, man. We ain't gonna hold on too long, man. We got shit to do.
Yeah. I gotta go get diapers for my son, man, before the store closed.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you like always, good brother, for falling through.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. Can't wait to get back on next week. Uh, if y'all listening, man, follow my YouTube page, Zeke Chronicles with a K, Zeke Chronicles with a K. Follow me on IG. I think I'm Big Zeke. Twitter, I'm Big Zeke 4. That's the number 4. And just keep tuning in, man, on Facebook, man. Share, like, this Trump Hour, man. We gonna keep bringing y'all the heat. You know what I'm saying? What my man say? When we grabbing him right in the pussy over here.
Grabbing him by the pussy over here, man. We grabbing
Which
him by the pussy over here. I don't mean women's. Since I don't anybody watching, that's not what I'm saying. It's the wow. If I'm just trying to man, that's all that's about, man. I ain't grabbing nobody. I got a woman.
Look.
Love her. I love
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, we know
And
it's called, he said it's called a sovereign citizen. Yeah, I'm hip. I'm hip.
we're gonna touch off and all. We're gonna get off and all that, man. With more, and a lot of it more has to do with claiming your nationality. Ladies, we need your participation.
We need
It's
the
called,
lady.
as Amber Wood said, it's called a sovereign citizen. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it's called. That's what's called.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna try to get a hold of some ladies, see if they hop in on some anonymous
yeah,
shit, man, or
yeah,
something.
because we definitely gonna touch a bunch of topics that got to do with the ladies. We kind of did when we touched on simping.
Oh
Kind of
yeah.
did we touched on simping a little bit, man. But I want to get off into it a little more directly, man. Me, my personally, I'm a polygamist.
Oh yeah.
So I wanna, yeah, man, I'm into that, man.
I'm trying to
Uh,
get into it too, man. It's just like you when your mind state
I
is somebody you gotta be there. Like people gotta be there. That people don't be there.
absolutely, absolutely. I think that's another thing that's going create a bunch of change in the future. You know what I'm saying? The way people choose to unite as couples. You know what I mean? But yeah, ladies, we're gonna discuss that. So I really definitely need a bunch of y'all input on that.
Yeah, we gotta
Probably
talk
bring,
about this polygamy thing. I got
I probably,
questions.
yeah, I probably bring my woman in. I only got one right now.
Okay, but she knows what's up though.
Yeah, we've spoken about it at length. We've had the conversation. We have the conversation often. Not not that much, but it's
Yeah,
something it's definitely something that we discussed at length.
I understand
It's
that.
not say it's yeah.
I've
Hmm.
had conversations too. You just gotta. It's like, listen, people gotta be there. It's the whole mentality. It's bigger than what people think, man.
It's
Mugs
very
don't really.
advantageous, man. It's
Yeah,
very advantageous, and it involves a certain type of mind frame, and it's
right,
not something I would ever approach lightly. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I need to be in a certain place financially,
right,
you know what I mean, physically and mentally. But when I get there, damn it, that's what's shaking.
right. I feel that, man. I
Shit
feel
like
that.
that.
That's real shit, man.
So,
And I
ladies,
think
yeah,
I think a
man.
lot of people need to be more on it. And it's all about. And that's when simping. When you talk about simping. Look, a lot of them simping niggas definitely can't do that. Simping
Right.
niggas is lying to they chicks and cheating and you know what I'm doing, wild shit.
Yeah,
That's
man.
another
Then
form of
again,
simping. But
they
yeah,
play
we'll get
they,
into
they
that,
play
man.
their role.
I need to get up out of here, man.
No doubt, man. I definitely appreciate you, man, for falling through, man. It's Trump hour, man. We gonna get up out of here.
You already
Appreciate everybody for falling through.
see you
I'm
next
grabbing
week.
about a pussy, man.
Yeah, man. Text me.
I'm gonna shoot you that link.
Hey,
I'm gonna shoot you the link.
hey, and send me this if you could download and do the same thing what you did last week.
I got you. I'm gonna
All
get it
right,
to
good
you.
looking
That
out,
shit took
family.
like an hour and a half to download. I
Oh,
got you.
see, yeah. Just put that bitch on ice while you sleep or something.
I got you. I got you. That's what's up. All
All
right, man.
right,
It's your Trump hour, ladies and gentlemen. Later.
yeah.
Mm.